What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 109, and today, guys, we start the episode off with a game against Parma here in this Serie A. But today, guys, I just want to say, if you can get this video to 700 likes, then I will put another episode up in the evening. So it's not really that much to ask for, but I'm thinking of doing 6 videos over these 3 days. 6 episodes of Career Mode in 3 days. So if we can get this video to just 700, what did I say, 700 likes or 750 likes? Let's just go with 700 likes. If you can get 700 likes on this video, then I will upload another episode of Career Mode later on tonight. So I'm really set on doing 6 videos and 6 episodes of Career Mode over these 3 days. So you guys can have not only a quadruple weekend, but also a double upload today as well. But anyway, yeah, 700 likes, and I'll put another episode of Career Mode up later on tonight. But for the first game of today's episode, we did indeed take on Parma here at the Stadio San Paolo. And the first chance would come to us in the 11th minute, and it was Mario Balotelli who got the goal. It was Hazard with some nice skill. The shot was well saved by the goalkeeper, but it fell to the one man you would want it to fall to in that situation, and it was indeed Mario Balotelli. So really good skill from Hazard. Unfortunately, he didn't have to finish the match, but it just had to be Balotelli, didn't it? His incredible season carries on. It's a great goal by him, and some good work by Bariti during that phase of play as well. But Palmer had a great chance in the 19th minute to level it there. Some slack defending by me allowed Garufi to run clear, but unfortunately for Palmer, the shot went wide, and a real good opportunity to score a shock equaliser was missed there. But in the 20th minute, straight from the goal kick, we work our way up the pitch. Captain Fantastic gets on the ball and rolls that wide to Fabio. Back to Hamšík, who rolls the ball through to Mario Balotelli. He's got to sprint pretty quickly to keep the ball on as it's going out of play, but he does well. Ronaldo chops before giving the ball back to Hazard. He crosses the ball in. Lucas's volley is well saved, and the bicycle kick goes into the side netting. So some good chances early on. You know, this season there's been obviously loads and loads of goals scored, but this was one of those games which was quite tense, to be honest, other than the opening 20 minutes where there was a lot of chances, and to be honest, both sides could have had a couple of goals each, but not much else happened there until just before the halfway mark, when Mesba got onto the ball for Parma and played a crossfield ball towards Rossi. Down the right hand side for Parma, nice little pass into Biabiani, the very quick Frenchman, gets past his man. We end up giving the ball away. It comes to Garufi. Bardi comes out, he commits himself, doesn't get there, and the shot hits the post and is cleared off the line by Ogbonna. So he just about escaped there, and as Figueroa gives the ball to De Jong, his shot goes harmlessly wide. So I escaped there once again. Some poor defending, some poor passing around the back from me. Almost cost us a goal, but thankfully it didn't. And we were still 1-0 up here. And in the 57th minute here, Fabio plays the ball out to Bardi. We don't learn, do we? You know, it doesn't matter whether we're messing up or not. We're still going to play out from the back with the goalkeeper. We're passing the ball out. No need to panic, really. No need to panic. Even with the AI beginning to jockey and press a little bit, there's no need to panic. We'll work our way out easily and keep hold of possession. Fabio finds Hamšík here. He rolls the ball through to Florenzi. Nice little ball over the top towards Balotelli. Gets past his man. Real good chance here, but he never really got away from the defender. He always seemed to have him on his shoulder. He couldn't shrug him off. The shot came in. It was off balance, and it was a simple save for the keeper, really, and it was still 1-0. In the 78th minute, though, a great chance for Palmer to get an equalising goal. Ball down the left-hand side came in. Really decent shot, but Bardi made a good save at the near post. So Bardi did have to make a couple of good saves in this game. He was still playing quite well. Despite the visitors not threatening that much, he still had to be on his toes. But from that, we work our way up the pitch. Lucas goes down the right-hand side. Nice little ball into Hazard, but his shot is well saved and it's cleared away. So both goalkeepers played quite well in this game, to be honest. And that would have been a very nice team goal there. But sadly, the keeper did make the save. And it was still 1-0. And in injury time here, we were closing out the game. About to get the 3 points. About to celebrate another win in this crusade towards the retain of our league title. The shot came in, but thankfully it just went wide of the post. So Palmer almost sneaking a goal there from an absolute screamer, really. It was a very good effort from range, but thankfully the ball did go wide and we did manage to hang on and get the 1-0 victory. So, you know, I would have liked a couple more goals in that game, but it was a very difficult one, and I guess I was just relieved to get the 3 points because Palmer probably deserved a point in all seriousness, but Balotelli's only goal of the game is enough for us to get the 3 points, and this crusade in the league continues. But after that, we saw that Chile have given us a performance review and have decided that we are the man to carry them into Russia 2018, which is of course at the end of the season. So we'll stall the offer for now, and as it expires at the start of March, what we'll do is we'll wait until they come back to us and say either take it or we'll rescind it. And if England haven't come in for us, then we'll take the Chile job. But I can tell you right now, we're going to stay with Chile because England have never came in for me whatsoever, which is quite frustrating. The board aren't going to give us any money. which kind of sucks. And also we saw that Paraguay have given us an international management offer, but we rejected it because there is no Felipe Marcano in this career mode, lol. But yeah, straight after that we went back into Marquinhos here. We went in for him in the last episode, but of course we couldn't sign him because PSG will not let him go. And I wouldn't say it's poor business from PSG really, because maybe they need him until the end of the season, but really I would have thought they would have accepted a few £1 million plus a player, but instead they're just going to let Marquinhos leave for free in the summer, because we offered the guy a contract. He is 23, so he can leave for free, and it looks as though Marquinhos is going to come to us. A random 57 rated player we have on our side is going to Rangers, which is great. Inter Milan aren't going to get rid of Kovacic either, so once again this is another player who we can once again sign for free, just like we're going to do with Marquinhos presumably. But Inter Milan would rather see their player leave for free than get a few £1 million plus a player. And again, I'm not going to say it's poor business, because maybe Inter Milan have a different viewpoint on what they could do with this player, but to be honest, that to me, if someone offered me £5.5 million plus, is still a very decent player, even if he's in his 30s. Jamali's still a very good player, 77 overall. For a young player they're going to lose anyway, I would take the money, to be honest. You might as well get someone instead of losing for free. But anyway, the second game of today's episode was against Catania here, and this game was going to be played in the Coppa Nazionale, otherwise known as the Coppa Italia. So we came into this game, and we're in the round of 16 for our first go at this tournament. And to be honest, I'm coming into this tournament, we're resting the entire side, but I thought to myself, we haven't won this yet. Last year we got knocked out by Fiorentina in the semi-finals. I would sure as hell like to win this tournament, so I did rest the entire side, but I am thinking about playing a stronger side maybe in the next round if we do get through, because this is a pretty decent tournament to win, and I'd definitely like to win it, get another medal to our ever-growing collection. But even so, I did rest the entire side, and in the 33rd minute it was Catania who had the first chance of the game, but Vito Mannone made a very good save there, and it was still 0-0. And in the 45th minute here you see Catania get the ball away, we work our way up the pitch, Vargas gets past his man and plays a great ball over the top towards Florenzi, brilliant chance for him running clear, but unfortunately his chip shot was well saved by Friison, and Catania cleared the ball away. Friison, of course, the goalkeeper we had in our FIFA 13 career mode at AC Milan, made a very decent save there, and it was 0-0 at half time, so quite uneventful really, not much action going on. But even so, there was definitely the possibility of a couple of goals in the second half. But in the 69th minute though, disaster struck for us because Vargas went up for a header. Unfortunately he landed awkwardly and he stayed down, and Vargas, of course, not only playing for a place in this club but also for his country as well, because if we are to stay with Chile into Russia 2018, Vargas will be our first choice striker, so seeing him get injured is not very good for us, for club or country. Thankfully though, it is just a bruised shoulder and he will only be out for 9 days, so not too bad, but even so, never nice to see him get injured. But we subbed on Balotelli for Vargas here, and I changed the formation to a 4-2-2-2. Wasn't playing very well with the original, so I switched to a 4-2-2-2 with Balotelli and Lukaku as a strike partnership there, and we would see what they would do as Balotelli prepares to come off the bench there. That was a very nasty whack for Vargas got there, but thankfully it was indeed a bruised shoulder, and you'll see that confirmation after the game as Gutierrez gives the ball back to Catania here. But the game was being closed out really in the last few minutes. Nothing was really going on. Catania weren't attacking, I couldn't break their defence down, but in the 84th minute Jamali here comes forward, plays a wonderful through ball out wide to Balotelli. Ronaldo chops past the defender, and a man off the bench rescues the game in the 86th minute to give us the goal to make sure it wouldn't finish level, and we would indeed get the win here. So surely that would be the last goal of the game, the first and the last goal of the game. Balotelli gets it, and once again it would surely be one game settled by one goal, scored by one man, Mario Balotelli. So a great finish, and I know I say it all the time and it must get so boring after a while, but seriously, 20 million plus Higuain, what on earth was David Moyes thinking? I mean, seriously, it's a good deal for both parties, really, when you think about it, because Higuain's still a great striker, and 20 million is some good money, but even so, Balotelli plays like a bloody 80 million rated striker. He's that amazing. But even so, it's a great goal by Balotelli off the bench to surely win us the game. The last chance would indeed come in the 89th minute though, and it was to Catania. Really good chance here as the cross comes in. We head the ball away with Nastasic, and the man on the edge of the area had actually a really good chance to score there, but he ended up fluffing his lines, putting the shot wide, and that would ensure the game would indeed finish 1-0. So Balotelli comes off the bench, rescues the game, gets us the only goal of the game once again, and we are through to the quarterfinals of the Coppa Italia. So yeah, I would like to win this competition. I probably will still play a backup side all the way through, until we either win it or get knocked out, obviously. But even so, I am still thinking about playing a couple of first team players in this, because it's not to be it's not to discredit the tournament really, but it's just there are other priorities, and those are the league and the Champions League. But I would like to win it, but we'll have to wait and obviously. But after that, we saw that Victor Wanyama, Southampton didn't accept the bid for him, so looks like we're not going to get him. That kind of sucks, but it was to be expected, really. And also, we saw that Vargas did indeed bruise his shoulder and will be out for 9 days. We then got a transfer offer for Vargas straight after that, and it was from Fiorentina here, Sampdoria here, £6.5 million, but we decided to reject it because although he's a backup striker, although he's a third choice striker really and doesn't really get in the side that often, he is still an amazing player. He's really, really good, and he never complains either, so I'm happy to keep him. The money would just be useless to us, really. I'd rather have the player. And after that, we did see that Marquinhos accepts his pre-contract, so he's coming in next year, and if Ranocchia and Obona both decide to decline in terms of attributes, then it looks like we could probably have a starting centre-back partnership next year of Nastasic and Marquinhos. Now, that would be amazing, because I'm sure they've both got decent low to mid-80 potential at the lowest. So, straight after that, we saw that PSG declined the offer we made for Verratti, and Inter Milan once again rejected the bid we made for Kovacic, which means we're probably going to pick him up on a pre-contract, because, again, the club just doesn't want to see him leave until next year. But after that, we saw Southampton came in for Romelu Lukaku here, and also Real Madrid came in for Balotelli. So, two big offers here. Real Madrid wanted Balotelli for £38.5 million. We, of course, said no way, Jose, if Jose Mourinho is managing Real Madrid again, because we don't want to sell Balotelli. He's amazing. And also for Southampton, we said no way, Pochettino, yeah. So, why did I say that? So, Lukaku's not leaving to Southampton. We counter offer 56 million, but that's obviously not going to get accepted. We sold that random 50 rated player to Rangers, and also, of course, we rejected the Balotelli deal because there's no way we're getting rid of him. And we then took on Catania here in the Serie A for the final game of today's episode. It was simulated. We were away from home. We beat them with a backup side, so I felt with our first side out there we'd get an easy win. Insigne gave us the lead. In the 72nd minute, Hazard made it 2. Lukaku did get an injury. That was the only bad thing, but thankfully he's only going to be out for a couple of weeks. We then found out that Mexico and Brazil may be coming in for us, which is great. And Southampton, of course, did indeed decline the offer, the counter offer we submitted for them for Romelu Lukaku. So as always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video. Don't forget, 700 likes for another episode of Career Mode later on tonight. Hopefully I will see you for another episode of Career Mode later on tonight. Otherwise, I'll see you for one tomorrow morning.